Hi, Sam. First of all, thank you so much for joining me in one of my virtual coffees and welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Do you want to give a quick introduction about yourself before we start?
Sure. So my name's Sam Weston. I'm the head of AI and marketing at 80 Days. And 80 Days is a full service creative and digital agency that specializes in hotels and travel. And we work obviously with iGiffy as a partner.
Awesome. And today we're going to talk about something that is very, very interesting. Even for us in High Jiffy, it's something that we've been working on as a product for hoteliers on improving and optimizing what was more related to SEO, but now more to LLMs on how when people make a question of what's the best chatbot of the hotel industry, that we actually show up there. And it's something interesting that I saw the other day on a post on your LinkedIn, that you talked about how AI search and AI agents impact the role of the hotel websites. You mentioned something that actually our marketing team wrote about not a long time ago, about agent engine optimization. What would you say actually that changed for hotels marketeers when they start optimizing for AI agents instead of optimizing for humans?
It's a good one. And I'll try not to speak in acronyms because it's just another acronym, right, in the
It
industry. We've
is, it
got
is, it
we've got
is
enough
true.
of them already. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really interesting one, and fundamentally, I think it's just a shift in thinking, really. So rather than traditionally, where the hotel website acts as a tool to inspire guests and showcase your hotel in the best possible light with the best possible imagery and photography, etc. Obviously, with the end game of getting a human to click that book button. Now, with the kind of role of that website expanding, and we need to try and factor the kind of clarity of information and data that lives on a hotel website. So it's really structured and these AI agents can kind of successfully interpret and navigate and even just book on a hotel website itself. And I've been kind of playing around with it myself and kind of toying with it. And quite an interesting thing to do as a hotelier is actually just to go to one of these agentic browsers like Atlas from OpenAI or Comet from Perplexity and ask it to go ahead and book a room at your hotel on your website and just see how easily or not it kind of can do that. Because it's impressive how it can work around these kind of issues and these kind of problems that it might have whilst it's kind of navigating around your site. And I found an example the other day where it was stuck on a date picker. It couldn't find a date on this hotel website, but it managed to work around it. It's incredible to go ahead and make that kind of booking. So I think that's the kind of shift. It's this shift in mentality to optimize for both humans and machines. And I think the real kind of key is actually trying to speed up that process as well. So like trying to book a hotel website via Agentic AI right now takes 2 or 3 minutes. It's a fairly slow sort of process. But I think the aim of the game is really just to set up a website so that, an AI agent can go in there and make a booking in under a minute. And then, when we're talking about going to events like ITB, then we can go in there and say, right, well, show me, the best hotels near Berlin under €200. And it can go through that whole process of showing you the hotels, selecting it, and then going on to actually making a booking and checking availability on your behalf. I think that's going to be impressive.
That's very impressive. One thing that I was recalling while you were talking to recommend to hoteliers that I find very nice is when searching for your hotel, trying to see the sources where actually the LLM is taking that information from. I find it super interesting to see when you actually see the source that is a specific part of the website of the hotel that it's giving that quick information, even for frequently asked questions of using the LLM for what time is the check-in, or does this hotel allow pets or whatever. I find it very nice when I see the source that is the hotel website and not an OTA, Booking.com or Expedia, and that having an impact. Another thing that I find
Definitely.
interesting too of what you were mentioning is I'm not skeptic, but I still want to see the next upcoming years in terms of LLMs, as you were mentioning, or having Atlas, for example, and someone booking through there. That is, I see the importance still a lot of booking engines. Why do I say this? Because normally, naturally, when we are a guest and we're booking, something that happens is that we have, in some hotels, not all, a lot of rooms, different kinds of rooms, and
Oh
within
yeah.
the different kind of rooms, a lot of fares of like free cancellation, breakfast included, etc. And I'm not sure yet. And here comes someone that is selling AI for hotels, but I'm not sure yet that that's the best place to be for booking process. But probably in the next upcoming years, the LLM will already understand me that I normally always book free cancellation with breakfast and the kind of room type. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be learning, right? It'll learn your booking behaviors. But yeah, I mean, Sam Altman's pretty optimistic that you can go end to end search and book within ChatGPT, you know, with his bullish claims probably by the end of this year or very soon. I think that might be a little bit further away than that because yeah, it's fine for e-commerce where you're buying one product and it's dispatched to you and everything's fine. But a hotel room, as you say, is a far more complex purchase. So I think it will be a little bit of time before we get to that stage. But I don't think it's about if. I think it's more like when. I think it will happen.
Sure, sure, sure. Because in the foundations of HiGiffy, we started actually by you being able to book through the chatbot without redirecting to the booking engine. And then we did A/B testing with redirecting to the booking engine, and we saw a spike of conversion rates. The assumption that we did at that time was that basically people looking into different room types, free cancellation, breakfast included, all of that. It's something that people still need to see the various options. And at least for us, having a small chat on the website, we didn't find that that was the best place to give all those options. But obviously, Atlas is completely different thing. As you have a full screen, it's a completely different experience.
It's interesting as well, though, right? Because you've got OpenAI and um, Johnny Ives and what they're doing, and what is it a voice AI? Is it going to have no screens? Is it going to be kind of a souped-up Alexa effectively? And that's fine, but I can't book personally. I can't see myself booking a hotel exclusively through something like that because I need to see the room. You know, I need to see the room at the end of the
Sure.
day. So I can see technologies like that working well, being integrated with like smartphones and things like that. And when you get to the point of being able to make a booking, it pushes a room shot and an image of what you're going to go ahead and book to your phone. But I can't see it completely replacing screens like the technologist and maybe prophesizing. I don't think that works for me. We'll see. I'll probably be proven wrong.
Yeah, true. Me too. Same, huh?
Yeah.
Completely. And who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And Sam, to wrap up, what excites you the most about this shift, and what actually worries you at this stage?
It's a good question. I think I find just the whole topic of AI exciting. So yeah, there's that. But I think really like generative AI and even agentic AI, I think has the opportunity to be a really good leveler for the playing field. Certainly for independent hotels, because I think they've gone a long time battling for direct bookings with OTAs, and actually this could be this technological shift could be a chance to kind of try and reclaim some battleground there, even if Glenn Fogel and Booking.com would disagree.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're a small bit worried. So I mean, like you look at like traditional search and search like five-star hotels in London, for example, and it's really hard for the traveler to make a booking from that because it's all non-branded, it's all OTAs, it's all third parties. But on a large language model, it's a short list of 5 to 10 hotels. So all of a sudden, the hotels have a seat at the table again. And I think it really is just about the next stage of that, trying to feed rates and availability in there. And that's what we're trying to do here with 80 Days and a partnership with Direct Booker and Darbasoft in terms of feeding rates and availability and a very important book direct link as well within the feed on these large language models like ChatGPT and Gemini and Claude. Because that, you know, down the road, I think could be potentially really game changing for hoteliers. The OTAs won't roll over. They'll have a way to make sure that they're featured as well. But yeah, I mean, I think it has the opportunity to be really positive for the independents. On the converse side of that, what scares me most, I think, is the fact that the online travel agents have exceptionally deep pockets, and the other factor as well, they have so much data in their repositories as well. So I think there's a battle to be had in the data game as much as is in terms of the budgets. But yeah, that's what we're trying to kind of do is help these to help to sort of champion the independents to get back in the game a little bit with it.
It's a very valid point. And even you were mentioning OTAs, and companies like OpenAI testing with or individual independent hotels versus testing with an OTA. It's a difficult choice where you can plug and play with an OTA that has so many availability and so much data, as you mentioned too. But
Yeah.
still, as when booking started online, now booking's going through LLMs like ChatGPT. It's truly the time that independent hotels needs to be aware of this and not let happen what happens on an e-commerce perspective with OTAs going way ahead and hotels not being that much worried with direct bookings in the start.
I mean,
And now is the
if
time.
yeah, totally. And if Glenn Fogle's calling out on an investor's call, maybe he is a little bit worried,
Yeah,
underneath. We can hope, from a
yeah,
fighting the independent fight. We can hope.
for sure, for sure. Thank you so much, Sam, for joining this virtual coffee.
No worries. It's really good fun. Thanks.